Hey pretty loves, I am sure you probably have already seen the length of this video and you're wondering how one human being could haul this much stuff. But seriously, this is going to be a haul. I have in here Milani, Jordana, e.l.f, and just so much. Then I know I have Physicians Formula and some Rimmel stuff and just so much to go through here. So I'm really going to be taking my time and talking to you about everything. Now, these are not going to be full-fledged reviews because most of this I have not even taken out of the packaging prior to filming this haul. If you want to see a dedicated review on any product, please just let me know in the comments down below. I would be more than happy to review pretty much whatever you want to see. Let's start off with what I kind of have the least of. This first product is a Physicians Formula Super BB All-in-One Beauty Balm Bronzer and Blush Duo. They have this in two colors, light and medium. The product just simply has a bronzer and a blush, and they are meant to work for, obviously, the skin tone that they're named after. The quality of these products is just obscene. Like, the powders are so super soft, the pigmentation is beautiful. I think that they work together really well for a lighter skin tone. You can kind of see that was a little bit messy, but there's the blush and there's the bronzer. Now, I have not yet tried these on the face, but I have heard really good things about it. So if you are looking for a bronzer blush duo, maybe this is something you want to keep your eye out for at the drugstore. Getting into some Rimmel products that are new, we first have the Scandalised Jumbo Liquid Eyeliner. I have this in the color black. This is a waterproof liquid liner with an oversized felt tip. Now, this is one of those things where it's just going to be a black eyeliner, but if you are looking for one with a bigger tip, perhaps this could be kind of up your alley. The thick cat eye is really coming back for spring, so, you know, something to keep your eye out for. We also have the Wonder Lash Mascara, again from Rimmel, and this is formulated with argan oil. I have never seen an argan oil mascara, and I feel like Rimmel did a few kind of mascaras along the lines of this with like argan oil infusion, and they're just supposed to be really healthy for the lashes. So I cannot wait to try this. I'm sure it's going to be a very unique formula. One of the releases for spring I was most excited for were the new Show Off Lip Velvets, and these are the matte version of the Show Off lip lacquers that came out about 2 years ago. So I have 3 shades here. First we have Atomic Rose, which is just a very pretty muted rose color, at least in the packaging. We also have the shade Apollo, which is a really true beigey nude. It's very light on the lips. And then we have the shade Burning Lava, really deep dark red. So I'm going to do quick swatches of these. So we have swatches of Apollo, Atomic Rose, and then the shade Burning Lava. I'm going to do a full review of these. I think that they're an incredible, impeccable formula. They look almost kind of like shiny glossy on the hand, but they do dry to a full matte. Beautiful, pigmented. I cannot say enough good things about these, but a review is coming, so I won't like spoil that for you. That being said, Rimmel did something quite interesting, and they almost released a rivaling product within their own line, which I just found, again, very interesting. This is the Rimmel Provocalips, and this is supposed to be a 16-hour kiss-proof color. I have 2 shades of this. This one is called I'll Call You, which is kind of like your mid-tone rosy pink, and we also have the shade Heartbreaker, which is kind of like a brick red 90s color. And I think that these are so cool in the respect that they have a balm on the opposite side in one of those doe foot applicators as well. Now I have yet to even, this is the first time I've even opened them, so these swatches will be new to me as much as they are to you. So we have I'll Call You right here. Let me get a little bit closer. So I'll Call You, and then Heartbreaker. So the difference between this and the last formula is that these are kind of almost runny. They feel more like a gloss formula, or even slicker than that. So I think they'll be interesting to kind of put head to head, and maybe I can do a comparison between these and the original lip lacquers from Rimmel that were also supposed to be glossy. They've released a few new shades of their Stay Glossy formula. I have here Dorchester Rose, which is a sparkly baby pink. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then I also have the shade Blushing Belgraves, which is more of a like nudie peach color. Both of these have a ton of sparkle. Both of them have very sheer color payoff. I really like Blushing Belgraves, which is right here on the very top. And then down here we have the shade Dorchester Rose rather. So those are some of the new lip products that are currently out through Rimmel. They have also released a few new shades of the Scandalised eyeshadow crayon formula, if you will. I have here Bootleg Brown, which is just a, well, I don't know if you can describe it as bootleg, but it's just, you know, a really rich, dark matte brown. And then we also have the shade Naughty Navy, which is a rich, dark matte navy. And both of these are really pretty. I really like the formula on these eyeshadow crayons, and I think these are nice colors to add to the collection. I'm coming to the tail end of my Rimmel products, but they have re-released the Lasting Finish foundation. I have here the color 101 Classic Ivory because this seems to be the most yellow tinted version, and I'm really excited for this. They did used to have this in a squeezy tube, but I've heard some people kind of gripe about this, about how it's not as nice now, but I honestly don't mind these bottles. I also don't mind buying pumps for them, so I will be really interested to see how I like it. I've never tried it before. They also have a new BB cream. This is the BB Cream Radiance in Light Slash Clear. Now they also have re-released their BB Cream Matte, but it is not a new product. So I have it somewhere in my collection, but it's not like a new release. They've just kind of re-released it for their BB Cream collection. This is the BB Cream Radiance though, so it's really made to illuminate the skin and make you look dewy and fresh. I have the Lasting Finish Primer here, and it is made to increase foundation wear for up to 8 hours. It is skin perfecting, and I think this has been around for a while, and again, they just kind of repackaged it. I don't have much to say on these skincare products, honestly. Let's see how this feels on the hand. It looks really hydrating. Oh my gosh, it comes out in just like a white lotiony. Yeah, that's really hydrating, and it leaves the skin feeling super smooth. So the final Rimmel product I have here to show you is the Brow This Way Brow Styling Gel. So they came out with their own brow styling gel. I like the brush in here a lot. It's small and it's fine, and it really looks like you're going to be able to get a lot of control with it. Excuse my hand moving forward. It is kind of stained from those liquid lipsticks. But those are the new Rimmel products, and we are going to move into Milani. Now, Milani has released several new quads for the spring collection, and I believe that these are limited edition. They are the Milani Fierce Foil Eye Shines, and these are not eyeshadows as much as they are supposed to be eye glosses. What I find to be quite interesting is that the applicator included is not a sponge tip. It is like rubber. I'm going to show it to you really quickly up close, but I don't feel like you're going to be able to really see. It is made of rubber. I don't know if that's supposed to indicate how these are meant to be applied, but I have heard a lot of people say that they just apply them with their fingers. So this is the 01 quad. I guess it has no name other than that, but this is the most neutral one. Now again, you guys, like, I'm really working with these products as I'm getting through this haul. I'm noticing that these seem to work better as you go in with your fingers and kind of warm up the product, but those are swatches from that first quad. We also have number 02, which is more purple based, and those are swatches of number 2, so I'll just kind of cover up the neutral ones. So still pretty pigmentation, but they really aren't like fully opaque. There's a lot of shimmer. Some of the colors work better than others, particularly the darker shades. This is number 3, which is still neutral, but a bit more coppery in tone. So far to me, number 3, which is obviously right over here, has the best pigmentation and the best formula out of all of them that I've tried. Then we have, you guessed it, number 4, which is very blue toned. I honestly hate to say this because I wanted these to be so cool, but I'm noticing as I'm working with them, they really are hit or miss. Some of the textures are just better than others, and I don't know if the colors are starting to dry up or if that's just the formulation on them. I wanted this like really cool, super bright blue shade to be so cool, but then this aqua shade was so much nicer. I don't really know how to use them, so that might just be a little bit premature on my part, and I'll really have to see how they're supposed to work. But I do think they're cool. I think that the color selection is interesting. I am noticing as I'm wiping away, it's leaving a ton of glitter on the hand. That being said, I will not knock them till I try them. I just need to give them a fair shot. Next, I want to show you guys the new matte lipstick formula. These are the Milani Color Statement Mattes. I was so excited to see an all matte release from them, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 new shades. As we're going over swatches, guys, please forgive the glitter all over my hands. I did not know those cream eyeshadows were going to leave that residue. It is not a reflection on the lipsticks parts. None of them have glitter. The first shade I have to show you is Matte Innocence, and that is this color right here. It is a perfect matte peachy nude brown color, and I think it is beautiful. I think it would complement so many skin tones without being over the top nude. Next to that, I have the shade Matte Blissful. And I think that this is a beautiful, everyday, muted pink color. It's a little bit mauve, a little bit pinky, a little bit rosy, and I think it's gorgeous. I was incorrect. There is not 9 new shades to the matte lipstick range. There are actually 7, and then I have 2 new shades from the original color statement line. So this is from the color statement line. Sorry to get that mixed up, guys. This is in the shade Catwalk Pink, and it's just a really bright, fun bubblegum pink. Moving into this next row of colors, these are quite similar, and they're all going to be beautiful for spring. This is Matte Diva, and Matte Diva is just that beautiful, hot pink color. I love that it's in a matte shade because I think it looks really, really, really cool. This is the shade Matte Orchid, which is kind of just a hair darker and a hair on the berry side as opposed to the last shade. Orchid is just a really pretty color, and again, a perfect bright for spring. Then we have the other shade that is not a part of the mattes as far as what I have. This is the shade Power Pink. Power Pink is a little bit more of a purpley tone, if you understand. Like, it is a pink with purple undertones, but it's still a hot pink. So those are kind of the pinks that I have to show you. So for the last shades I have to show you from the new Milani lippies, we have the shade Matte Passion. Matte Passion is a just very matte orange color. It has a bit of red to it, which makes it a little bit easier to wear, but it is truly an orange shade. We also have the color Matte Confident, or is it? Yeah, it's Confident. And this is just more of like a currant red. It still has a lot of warmth to it, and it's not as dark as it appears in the tube, but it is still a red shade, obviously. The last shade, and sadly the wah-wah of the bunch and the worst performer, is Matte Glam. Now, I'm not saying this isn't usable, but I just think it was the patchy side of the bunch. It had the worst texture, and I don't feel like the color payoffs is as good as the others. So maybe steer clear of that one, but for the rest of them, I think that the pigmentation is beautiful. I'll have to see how they were on the lips. We had a scraggler. Crap, I feel like I keep giving you the wrong info. Okay, so I'm sure I've already corrected myself, but there are actually 8 new products, or 8 new lipsticks in the matte line, and then 2 just additional to the like basic color statement line. I'm so sorry, this one just kind of ran away from me. This is Matte Naked, and Matte Naked is just a dark nude. He doesn't want to go on because I just cleaned off my hand with makeup remover. It is a very dark nudie color, perfect for that Kylie Jenner lip. And then that is really it this time for all the Milani lipsticks. But those are new lippies from Milani. Next we have these 3 shades of blush, and they were so pretty I had to take a thumbnail photo before I went in and ruined them. I may take an Instagram photo as well. But these are the powder blushes from Milani. These are not new, but they are now permanent, whereas before when they were released they were limited edition. The first one I have to show you is Coral Craze, which is a hot coral orangey pink. We also have the shade Tea Rose, which is more of a neutral matte pink. I think all of these, yeah, all of them are matte. And then we also have the shade Romantic Rose, which is more of a dark neutral shade. Ooh, there are swatches. Tea Rose, Romantic Rose, and Coral Cove. Both of those, or all 3 of them, were 2 swipes. Maybe there'll be something that will perform better on the cheeks, because these have been raved about. So I think it's almost the design of them is keeping me from picking up enough product. I want these to be nice. So we'll have to see. The matte texture is pretty. They feel pretty. I just felt like I wasn't getting enough product for a proper swatch, and they were a little bit patchy. I have 2 new lip liners to show you from Milani. This is the Color Statement True Instant Color lip liner, and this is in the color Bordeaux. I don't know if there are more of these or if they just released 2 shades. I've never heard of them before. Bordeaux is a super rich deep red. These are nice. They're creamy without being too, well, at least that last one was. It was creamy without being too creamy. The second color is in Pretty Pink. Just a really, like, you know, bright bubblegum pink. Both of them are pretty and they both have great color payoff, so maybe I've just never seen these before. I'll have to check the drugstore for them. We have a few eyeliner goodies from Milani. These are the Fierce Foil liners and we have several different color options. Each of them comes with its own little brush, which is handy if you don't have a very wide selection of makeup brushes yet. Alright, so starting at the bottom and going up, we have the shade Black Gold Foil, which is a black with gold shimmer. Now I thought these were going to be somewhat reminiscent of the Maybelline Constellation gel liners, where it was just an overspray of shimmer. It does not appear that is the case. As I'm digging in, it seems to stay shimmery throughout, so that's really nice. We also have the shade Brown Foil, which is the next swatch, and it's just a brown with a bit of shimmer. This one has the least shimmer out of any of them and the least duochrome to it. We have Navy Foil, which is a navy with blue shimmer, obviously. And then for the last shade, we have the color Purple Foil. And Purple Foil is the most interesting. It leans a bit black in some light, a bit purple, and it has a golden like sparkle to it. The final Milani product I have to show you is the new Kohl Kajal eyeliner. This is in the shade Blackest Black, and this is the only color that I was sent. So I don't know if it comes in more shades yet or if it's kind of like a thing in the works. But this is obviously Blackest Black. It is just super black and it's a retractable liner. It feels soft enough and it's fairly black. You know, it's just a black eyeliner. We'll have to see how it actually wears on the waterline to know how I feel about it. Those were the new Milani releases, and now we are going to move into Jordana. Prior to kind of working with both of these brands, I did not know that Jordanna and Milani were sister companies. So they have somewhat similar products and their releases are kind of close to each other this season. I think that there's enough of a variety that definitely warrants you checking out both of them, and also I think the Jordanna line has a ton more colors to choose from. The first thing I really want to show you guys is the new Complete Cover Maximum Coverage 2-in-1 Concealer and Foundation from Jordana. They sent me every single shade of this, so I can see a massive, massive giveaway coming in the future. But let's start off with just a quick swatch on the back of the hand so you guys can see the coverage. The shade that I am picking is Fair Beige, and you can see it literally looks like an oversized concealer tube. So I'm just going to squirt out a bit on the back of my hand. What I believe this is meant to be is a concealer foundation hybrid. Let me see if it has any info on the back. Yeah, as a foundation you can use a brush or your fingertips and blend very, very well with it basically. Or as a concealer, you just really focus it more. So let's see how far it blends. Wow. I mean, as a foundation, that's a ton of coverage. Let's kind of blend it out more. Definitely full coverage, for sure. So I'll do a sort of like review, first impressions with that and see how it wears through the day. But for now, I'm really quite pleased with that. It sinks into the skin while it has beautiful, beautiful coverage. Look at that. I'm so excited about that. That's so cool. Jordana released a ton of these color tint blush sticks, and I think that these you can use as lipsticks or blushes. They're just a cream product in a little twist up tube like this. This is in the shade Peach Nectar, and it is a little bit on the sheer side. I'm genuinely surprised in a good way. Usually cream blushes are so pigmented off the bat. Let's see if it's still tacky. Not really. I mean, it's already pretty much sunk in, so that's a pretty formula on that. Next, we will swatch Baby Pink, which is just a muted baby pink color. Really, really gorgeous color on that too. You know, these could be so nice for spring since they're a little bit more muted. And then that's that color. We have Sunkist, which is more of a basic light nude pink color. Kind of a little bit of peach in there too, actually. Yeah, so that's that shade up there. I really like these. I am so surprised. I'm not a cream blush kind of girl. I don't like the way that I have to like blend them, but these are easy. We have Golden Sheen, a little bit on the shimmery side, as you can probably tell from the name. And it is more of, oh, that is so beautiful. Look at that. It's like a bronzy. I know I haven't really like fallen for any of these products so far. I think I've stayed in like review mode for all of them, or haul mode, if you will. I sound so congested right now, but these are exciting. And then we have Rouge Romance. Ooh la la. That one is quite pigmented. But even so, it doesn't like they're easy enough to just blend. Yeah, that's beautiful. Lastly, from this line, we have the color Hot Hot Hot. And that is pigmentation on that. I mean, other than these two, you've got some nice light sheer colors in here, and they're all easy to blend. They're all fairly easy to work with. I think that the color selection is beautiful. I did not think I was gonna like these as much as I did. I'm so excited to play with those. Now we have an entire new line of matte lipstick from Jordana. Matte lipstick seems to be the biggie this spring. There are so many brands with new matte lipstick range releases. I actually showed you a few of these in my last drugstore haul because I got really excited and I did not know Jordana was sending these to me. Okay, so first we have Matte Blush, which is a very basic pink brown nude shade. Kind of a go-to color for me, and I'm really excited to see it in a matte form. We also have the color Matte Classy, and this is more of a toned down mauve plum and perfect for every day again. Then lastly, I have to show you here the shade. I feel like the name should be on the bottom, but they're on the side. Matte Bear, which is 01. And this is more of a brick nude shade, a really classic 90s lip. I ran out of room to swatch, so I really quickly put down here a Matte Adorable, which is adorable, obviously. It's just a blue toned bright pink, very pretty. Then here, I wish I had not swatched this color because it's not something I will ever wear, but it is Matte Cappuccino, or is it Frappuccino? It is Frappuccino, oopsies. And it literally looks like the color of a mocha frappuccino. It's just a brown. Maybe if I had mixed it with other lipsticks, I mean, someone would love this, I'm sure. But it's just not a color I will wear that frequently or at all. Then we have the color Matte It Girl, and this is more of a really bright berry fuchsia. Now we have the shade Matte Pretty, which is bizarre. It is a matte color, but I'm telling you, I can detect the faintest bit of shimmer in there. It is beautiful, but I swear I see it. Can you guys? Am I going crazy? It is a really pretty peachy, corally color though. I think it'll be gorgeous for spring. And then we have the color Matte Caliente, which is a orange-based red. Really bright and vibrant for summer. We then have the shade Matte Style. And I think it's funny that they named this style. It reminds me of like a color Taylor Swift would wear, and she has that song, We Never Got a... whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. And this is just a brick, basic red color. Doesn't lean too cool or too warm. And then lastly, for this line, we have the shade... oh wait, no, that's not lastly. I have one more to swatch. But then we have the shade Matte Dare, which is more of a plum color. Finally, I have here to show you Matte Popular, and this is a really pretty, like... yeah, it's more of a blue toned vibrant pink, so it's kind of a hot pink color. And those are those new Milani Modern Matte Lipsticks. Again, forgive my hand, I am so stained up. I then have a few liner products to show you, and then we will move into e.l.f, and that is the final brand I have for this haul. We have a few new Milani Easy liners for the lips. This is in the color Rose Crush. This is like a peachy, rosy pink. And again, try to ignore that stain underneath, but it's a really beautiful liner. I've never used these Jordana Easy liners before, but I have heard of them. They seem impeccable. We also have Pink Love. It's almost like a Marsala shade, right? Like really gorgeous though. I like a lot. Then we have a few, we have two liners here. We have the shade Tantalizing Teal, and this is just a super bright teal color. Lastly, we have the shade Blackest Blue. The packaging on these is so retro, and like, I'm kind of surprised it's not updated, but it's cool. I kind of am into it. This is Blackest Blue. So those are some new liners. And then finally, Jordana has out some new brow pencil products. I missed one again. I swear this is the day of missing products. By the way, excuse whatever the heck is going on out there. I think my neighbor is setting off fireworks. It is 11 o'clock at night. Anyways, this is the shade Khaki, and I thought this was one of the eyebrow pencils, but it is just a kind of grayish taupe eyeliner. Super cool. So then we do have a few eyebrow products. I guess my neighbor heard me talking crap. Ooh. Oh well. Then we have two eyebrow products. These are the FabuBrow. I don't know if this is an existing range that they just added on to, or if these are the only two colors they've come out with for this, and this is new. First we have the shade Soft Brown, and I think this will be the one that I wind up using. I don't feel like these are very soft or really very pigmented at all. but we'll have to see once it actually gets in the brow. We also have the shade Midnight Brown, which I'll probably pass along to someone else. But again, they're not the softest product in the world. So we'll have to see again once they're in the brow. Nearly forgot here, but I do have a few new shades of the Twist and Shine Moisturizing Balm Stains. First I have Fresh Fig, and this is, ooh, gorgeous is what it is. Just a really light berry stained color. We also have the shade Gorgeous Peony, which is, I think, the closest thing to a nude. Yeah, that's the closest thing to a nude they've ever done in this range. I almost said yas. Look at that, really pretty. Then lastly from Jordana, I swear this is it. If I find any more products laying around me, I'm gonna like lose it. But this is the new LOL Lip Out Loud Super Shiny Gloss, and we have this in the color BRB. That is a swatch of that. Now, finally, we will move into the tail end of this haul, which is e.l.f. My camera literally couldn't take it anymore, so I had to give it a quick break. Some of these are not really new, and I'll move through those quickly. The first being this e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. I've talked about this a million times. It is a great alternative to a high-end makeup setting spray if you cannot afford one. We then have the e.l.f. Cream Liner. This is pigmented and black and stays in place. Plus it comes with a nice little brush, and the container is just super duper sleek. So I mean, it's just a black liner. We have now the Everyday Lash Collection. I think that these are interesting in the sense that if you can see, they're more natural in the inner corner and then they get quite thick as they go out. The lash band is black, so perhaps they'll be a little bit difficult to blend, but I think that it's a cool little kit. I like that it comes with tweezers and it's really inexpensive as well. We have the e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow Palette, and this is in the shade NYC. Now I don't want to go through and swatch every color in here, but we will just swatch a few at random. We'll take this peach color, and then let's get one of these neutral shades, and then the dark blue on the very outer corner. So okay pigmentation, but you have to remember these are baked, so they're meant to be used wet. Definitely subpar pigmentation when used dry. I would want to go into this wet. I guess we'll really see how it works then. Then we have the Prism eyeshadow palette, and this is in the color Naked. I don't believe this is new, but it was sent to me. So maybe it was just a new e.l.f. favorite that they wanted me to try. This is a beautiful palette, and I actually heard Kathleen Lights talking about these so positively. So we're just gonna again swatch a few colors. See, pigmentation on these is gorgeous. These are, oh God, these are beautiful. Look at this. Look at that pigmentation. Yes, 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 yes. I like a lot. These are non-fussy. We have a new matte lip color, and this is in the shade Rich Red. Oh, it's just a beautiful cherry red. These are gorgeous, amazing, amazing matte lip colors, and they're so cheap. They're $3 a piece. We also have a new Studio Moisturizing lipstick. This is in the color Coral Craze, and in my previous haul that I did right before this, I showed a few more colors of this, but Coral Craze is too cool. It's like an electric peach coral. I love that. We have a new mineral infused mascara, which I'm not going to open, but it is new. It is available. And I have never heard of the mineral infused mascara line, but it is part of the Studio line, so we'll have to give it a try. My voice is really about to go. We also have the e.l.f. eyelid primer in the shade Sheer, which I think is a new color. I don't know if there's a difference. No, that's just the original eyelid primer. I don't know why I thought that was new. I'm starting to lose it. Luckily, we're towards the tail end. I have the Beautiful Browns eyeshadow quad, and this is from their new like line where it's kind of like a little bit more expensive than the Essentials line, but it's not as expensive as the Studio line, so it's like literally $2 product. My hope is that this is going to be a good little quad. Yeah, they're good. That's a cool little quad. I like that. We can do like a look or something with that coming up too. God, I'm so swatched up. But those are the 3 swatches of those colors. To finish off this haul, I have a few small brush goodies to show you. The first is this e.l.f. small angled brush, and you can see I think it would be perfect for eyebrows or perhaps gel liner if you like a thicker line. You also have the contour brush, which is going to be a perfect pencil brush. Good for the crease, good for like maybe contouring the sides of the nose. So this is more of a dome shape, and it really is going to be good as a pencil brush, just right up and in the crease. It'll be really, really, really nice. And then lastly, they sent along the eyelash and brow brush, so it's just a little spoolie. And that is the end of this haul. So thank you for sticking through until the end with me, and if you enjoyed, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already, and until next time, I love you and I will see you in the next video. Bye!